Alright, so I wanted to talk about something. Now that Afro dashing is dead and gone, rest in peace. There was a lot of like arguments. It's so fucking stupid. They would be like, "Oh, why they get rid of Afro dashing? It was one of the best mechanics in the game." And I was like, "Mechanics? If it's a mechanic, it has to be intended. I'm pretty sure they never intended for Afro dashing to be a thing, right? You're supposed to do 5-in-1s and then they back off, right? You were never like, and people will still argue this. You were never meant to be able to do that. That was never a thing you were meant to be able to do. Just like Kirby Slam, that was never an intended mechanic. So if it was never intended, it cannot be a mechanic. Like they'll be like, oh, they're like destroying high level play. High level play? That was a glitch. You guys were abusing glitches. Like that was not an intended mechanic. And I did Afro dashing. Afro dashing was cool. And I'm not gonna lie, it did help do some cool combos. But I can admit, it was never meant to be in the game. At one point, duping was a problem. Do you think Foyu meant for duping to be a part of the game? Was duping supposed to be an intended mechanic? No. So why would Afro dash be? Afro dash is nothing but a glitch. It's supposed to, it was never meant to be in the game. It was cool, and I kind of do miss it. Like sometimes I'll try an Afro dash because I'm just so used to doing it. Like it's just like in my muscle memory, but it's just like, you know, it was never meant to be in the game. Not to say it was like a terrible bad thing. You should fucking end yourself for trying to use, like, no, I'm not saying that, right? Because I use it. Everybody used to Afro dash. It was such an easy mechanic. A little brain dead at times with certain fruits, but like, yeah, you know, it was an intended mechanic that everybody did. Or I said an intended mechanic. It was I don't even know what you would call it. A glitch. Yeah, a glitch that everybody did. And, you know, no one really said anything. But now that it's gone, I see people like trying to argue that like, oh, they should bring it back. PvP's not fun anymore. Like PvP before Afro dashing was interesting. Afro, like, I don't know. But personally, I kind of do miss it, but like, not really. The only time that it annoys me is when I try and go for it and it doesn't happen, and just, oh, I gotta remember it. Like that's not a thing anymore. But like yeah, it was never an intended mechanic, and if it was never intended, it cannot be a mechanic.